at these two AI fashion images. They may look like they were made with the same AI tool, but one looks real while the other looks fake. So what makes the difference? Most of the time, it is not only the AI tool, it is also the prompt you give it. When your prompt is not clear, the AI has to guess. It has to guess the model, the clothes, the pose, the background, the lighting, and the camera style. This can cause many problems. The color may change, the clothes may look different, the hands may look strange, the image may not look like the idea you had in mind. So in this video, I'll show you a simple 6-part formula for creating AI fashion images and AI product photos. The 6 parts are the subject, action, setting, light, camera, and constraints. By the end of this video, you will know how to use this formula for your fashion brand, online shop, social media, or client work. Before we start, there is one important thing to understand. Your image should not only look beautiful, it should also show your real product correctly. A beautiful image is not useful if the AI changes the color of your dress or removes an important detail. Your goal is to create an image that looks good and shows the product properly. All right, so let us start with the first part. The first part is the subject. The subject is the person or product you want the AI to focus on. In a fashion image, the subject is the model and or the product. So that means the model wearing or interacting with the product or just the product. If you are creating content for a fashion brand, you may want to create one main model for that brand. You can use this model in your website photos, your Instagram and TikTok content, adverts, and campaigns. This helps people remember the brand. You can also create different models for different customer types. So for example, you may want a petite model, a tall model, a curvy, and a plus size model. So this way you can show the same dress on different body types. So this will help more customers imagine how the dress may look on them. So when you create the model, include the details that are important to you. I have a video where I went into creating your first model in more details. The link is in the description. If you already have a model image that you like, just upload it and ask the AI to keep the model's face, skin tone, hair, and body shape the same. This can work better than describing the model over and over again every time you want to use it. You should also upload a clear image of the products. If you're selling the dress, upload the dress. If you're selling a handbag, upload the handbag. If you're selling shoes, upload the shoes. The AI needs to see the product from different angles if you want the product to look accurate. Then ask the AI image to dress your model in the garment. You can add other styling details in the prompt. For example, you can say style the model with simple gold heels and small gold earrings. But if the shoes and earrings are also products from your brand, you will need to upload their images. Do not ask the AI to create them randomly. So the subject answers the question, who or what is in the image? Next part is the action. The action tells the AI what the model is doing. It can include the model's pose, movement, and facial expression. So for example, you could say the model is standing with one hand on her hip, or the model is captured walking slowly towards the camera, or the model is standing in a relaxed 3/4 pose. You should also describe the model's expression. You could say she has a warm, natural smile, or she has a calm and confident expression. The pose should match the type of image you want. For social media, the model can look relaxed and natural. For a luxury campaign, the model may have a serious expression. For a website photo, the model may need a simple pose so customers can see the clothes clearly. You can also ask the model to interact with the product. So for example, you can say she is gently holding the side of the skirt to show the fabric. Or you can say she's touching the sleeve of the dress. Or she's holding the handbag by her side. The action should help show the product. So the action answers the question, what is the model doing? If you want to learn this process in a simple and organized way, this is what I teach inside Fashion AI Studio. Fashion AI Studio helps you create AI fashion models, product images, model videos, and marketing content for your business. I will leave the link below this video. The third part is the setting. The setting is the place where the image happens. You could place your model in a clean studio, a boutique, a hotel, a city street, a restaurant, a beach, or a stylish home. You choose a setting that matches your products and your content. For an online shop, you may want a clean studio background. For Instagram or TikTok, you may want a lifestyle setting. For a luxury campaign, you may want a beautiful hotel or an elegant boutique. For example, you could say, place the model inside a high-end boutique that sells African print clothing. Use neutral walls, simple furniture, and a luxury feel. You could say, place the model on a clean city street in London with modern buildings in the background. Or you could say, place the model in a bright studio with a soft cream background. The background should support the product. It should not take attention away from the product. You can also upload a reference image for the setting. If you like a particular room, street, or studio, upload an image of it. This helps the AI understand the space, colors, furniture, and mood. You can also use the same setting for different images. You could create a front view, side view, a back view, a close-up, and a short video using the same background. Because the images use the same setting, the results will feel more professional. So the setting answers the question, where is the image taking place? The fourth part is the light. Lighting can change the whole feeling of an image. The same model and dress can look natural, dramatic, expensive, or casual, depending on the lighting. So for social media, you could say use light with warm colors and gentle shadows. Or you could say use natural light coming through a window. You can also say this for your website or professional campaign. Use bright studio lighting with very soft shadows, or use professional fashion photography lighting. Lighting can also create a mood. So for a luxury campaign, you could say use dramatic light with soft shadows. For a summer collection, you could say use warm golden hour sunlight. For product image, you could say use bright, even light that keeps the real color of the garment. Lighting is also important for product accuracy. Warm lights can make a white dress look cream. Dark lights can hide the details of a black dress. Colored lights can change the way the product looks. So if the color needs to be correct, use neutral light. You are not only choosing if the image should be bright or dark, you are also making sure your customer sees the product correctly. So the light answers the question, how should the image be lit? The fifth part is the camera. This tells the AI how the image should look. It includes the type of shot, the camera angle, the distance, and the position of the model. First, decide how much of the model you want to show. You could ask for a full body image, a half body image, a close-up, a side view, a back view, or a three-quarter view. If you want to show the whole outfit, ask for a full body image. Make sure the shoes and the bottom of the dress are visible. If you want to show the neckline, the sleeves or fabric, ask for a close-up. You can also describe the camera angle. So for example, you can say, create a straight-on front view at high level. So the camera answers the question, how should the image look and be framed? Now we have the model, the action, the setting, the light, and the camera. The final part helps protect the product. So the sixth part is the constraint. Constraints are the things you want the AI to keep the same or avoid changing. This is very important when you are creating images for a real product. AI image tools like to create new things. If you do not tell the AI what must stay the same, it may change your product. So you can tell the AI to keep the exact color, pattern, neckline, waist, sleeves, length of the garment the same. You can also tell it to keep the model's face, body shape, hair, skin tone the same. They will not make every image perfect. You may still need to create the image again or correct some details. But adding these constraints will help the AI understand what is important. So constraints answer the question, what must stay the same and what should the AI avoid? Now, let's put all six parts together. Let us say we want to create an image for a brand that sells African print clothing. Here's an example prompt. Now you can see how the formula works. The subject tells the AI who is in the image and what she is wearing. The action tells the AI what the model is doing. The setting tells the AI where the image is taking place. The light controls the mood and the color. The camera controls how the image is framed. The constraints tell the AI what to keep and what to avoid. This is much better than saying, create a beautiful model wearing this African print dress. That prompt is too simple. The AI has to guess almost everything. It chooses the model, the pose, the background, the shoes, the lighting, and the camera style. It may also change the dress. But when you use the 6-part formula, you give the AI a clear brief. You do not need to use complicated words at all. You only need to give the AI clear instructions. You also do not need to write a very long prompt every time. Sometimes a clear reference image and a few strong instructions are enough. This formula helps you keep what is important in the image. Who is in the image? What are they doing? Where are they? How is the scene lit? How should the image be framed? And what must stay accurate? Once you can answer these questions, your prompts will become much better. AI now makes it possible for small businesses, freelancers, and creators to create content that once needed a model, photographer, studio, and production team. This does not mean every AI image will be perfect. You still need a good idea, clear images, good instructions, and patience. You may need to try again when something does not look right. But the better your prompt is, the less the AI has to guess. And if you want to learn how to create this type of content step by step, join me inside Fashion AI Studio. I teach you how to create AI fashion models, product images, videos, and marketing content for your business. You can find the link to Fashion AI Studio in the description. And let me know in the comment, what fashion product would you like to create AI images for? I would like to know. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.